welcome to my presentation. Today I want to talk about the air pollution in China. So the first, I have lived in Beijing for 10 years, and the first few years of Beijing, like my life, it was pretty good. Like the sky was blue, and we always play outside. But the last few years before I moved to Qingdao, the sky was like this, and we don't get to play outside as much, so we have to be in our house and play video games. As you know, air pollution is a very problem in China, and 70% of it is because of tailpipe emission from cars. And so we can say something about cars because that's the main problem in China. And the first thing I saw about it is electric cars. What are electric cars? There are cars powered by electricity instead of gasoline, so it will be way better than the regular cars. And there's good things about electric cars. First, there's no tailpipe emission at all because it's powered by electricity, and it's cheaper to operate, even though the price is more than the regular car when you buy it. But after years and years of using because there's not as much machines used to change the gasoline into motivation of the car with moving, and electricity can just power the car automatically. So the maintenance money is cheaper, and the price of the electricity is cheaper than the oil. It's about 1/3 or 1/4 of the money for gasoline for 1 mile. And there's home recharging. That is a really good thing. So when you buy the car, you can buy the charger and bring with you, so you can just charge it at home and never go to the gas station anymore. And there's bad things about electric cars too. First, there's limited range because the battery is not as big as the regular cars, so the limited range is about 80 to 100 miles for an affordable electric car when it's full fuel. And the long refueling time is charging the electricity. It's really slow, and it will take about 2 and 3 hours to recharge the battery, so you can just remember to plug it in before you go to bed. And the higher cost, as I said before, it's more expensive when you buy the electric car, but after years of using it, you can find out that it's actually cheaper. So solution about the chargers. I think people will be scared that there will be not enough chargers for people because if we buy too much electric cars. But the problem is the companies will like people to buy more cars, so they will get the money and they will just build chargers automatically. And the PM 2.5 is the size of the smog, and that's the most popular size in Beijing. So as you can see, it's gone lower these years, and the acceleration is faster. So the first year there's the rate has gone lower by 4, and now it's 5. And in 2016 it went to 7. So if we go buy more electric cars, the sky will be blue again soon. And I'm not really saying that you should just throw away your regular car and buy an electric car, but I'm saying that next time you have a chance, you can consider using one. So that's good for the environment. And in North America, there's about only 1 million electric cars in the whole place, and there's 250 million regular cars. So basically, there's only one electric car in 250 cars. So my goal is in every 10 cars, there's one electric cars, so the environment will improve very much. And if you just don't want to buy an electric car, you can avoid driving as possible. You can bike, walk, and use public transportation because it's not as much damage to the environment. Or maybe you can use the hoverboard, which is really popular now, and it's not so expensive. And you can install solar panels for electricity, and very poor areas of China, they also install that because it isn't really expensive, and the government will like install for them. And you can fund some environmental protection programs, and they will maybe come up with something that can clean the air, or maybe get the coal energy to stop coal energy, or maybe like get the fuel out of the ocean when it's spilled. And I want to talk about what will happen if we don't start protecting the environment. So, because the car will have tailpipe emission, and carbon dioxide will be released to the air, and that will cause global warming. So the icebergs will melt, and a lot of animals from the poles will be homeless. And it will affect us too. After the ice melts, the sea level will rise because the mass of ice is smaller than water. And New York, after 100 years, might be underwater. So, then, welcome. Thank you for listening to my presentation.